Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Hit them low, hit them high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
This is what you call a goodie right here. I really like Van Jefferson from Florida. I like the guy. Look at the footwork and the separation that he could get for his size. I mean, we definitely could use somebody like this. He did what he did at the 2020 Reese's Senior Bowl, making guys look bad. Him and KJ Hill running amok. I mean, able to high point balls, as you see, but the footwork, the beauty, the display. Look at the separation. You want to play off? I'll make you pay for that. We don't have nobody that can do that right now. We don't have nobody that's that nasty with the feet. And he's not a small guy. You know what I mean? He's big and he can move like that. We need a presence like this on the outside. I mean, the guy is just physically gifted. Route running capabilities are out of this world. That's somebody that Carson Wentz can grow with. Carson Wentz can throw every ball, and you need a guy that can run every route on the tree. You just do. Greg Ward was so successful, in my opinion, because he was able to run a lot of the routes. I think what really hindered Arcega-Whiteside is his inability to do so. Look, Van Jefferson, 6'2", $197. I mean, his stats last season or any season he's played, he's a senior, ain't going to jump off the board to you. But at the end of the day, I think he's legit. 49 catches last year, 6 TDs? 6 TDs the year before. So basically, in the number department, what you see is what you get. You're not looking to bring this guy in and have this guy change the franchise from the wide receiver standpoint. You're looking to bring this guy in and have this guy be an additional piece and somebody that probably can be better on the next level. This is a great guy for depth purposes. I think a guy like this will be around in the second round, but I think he has first round potential. Now, you know, a lot of people want me to compare guys that's already in the league and stuff like that. I'm only going to compare guys who I think that can fall into our lap and guys that I think can make an impact on the football field for us. I think this guy can make an impact. Think about what you had out there. You had Mac Hollins, you had Arcega-Whiteside who couldn't do anything. Listen, if he can get more than 10 catches, he can make an impact. I mean, that's what Arcega-Whiteside had. I mean, look at him, able to beat his zone. Real sweet feet. This player right here really shows his feet. This shows his feet right here. Real sweet feet, man. To be 6'2" and $197. I mean, he has an NFL build already. You know what I mean? I think he has vision after the catch. And you know, I just like what I see from the guy, man. You know what I mean? The guy is he's ready for the next level for sure. A senior coming out, had 4 years in. The deep ball not a problem, obviously. I mean, he can do some things. And you know, he was one of those guys, he was one of those Gators that, you know, was able to prove his worth. I really like Van. I like Van, man. You know what I mean? So we're just going to see where this goes. But, you know, look. Just look. You know, you like guys that can get timing down and guys that can do things like this, man. Some of the highlights, you know, they're just highlights, I guess, but this is game time speed. This is game footage. You know what I mean? And I like what I see so far. You know what I mean? I like what I see so far. Some of the knocks on him really is that I don't think he breaks a lot of tackles. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anything like that. He makes guys miss in space for his size. That's really good. But you talking about breaking tackles, man. This is the guy a lot of y'all been telling me to look at. Laviska Shenault Jr. Yeah, that was a run play. Yeah, you're right. If you've seen this highlight before, that was a run play for a wide receiver. Also at 6'2", I believe, but he's 220 pounds. This one breaks tackles. So these two guys that I'm breaking down, it's kind of like day and night. You know what I mean? They break down the play a little bit right here for you. This guy, this is a wildcat. This is a guy who can break tackles. And I mean, you got to do nothing but respect the grind, man. Look, he didn't even have to break a tackle. The breakaway speed, you know, after the fact. You know what I mean? I just, and here's a slant to the house. This guy. Now, the only knock on this guy, from what I'm seeing, is he doesn't have every route in the route tree down pat. But once he gets the ball, he's explosive. Kind of like a Cordell Patterson or a guy that you can game plan for to line him up against a linebacker every week and get your mismatch on. Laviska Shenault is a big wide receiver. Big wide receiver, 6'2", I think 219, 220, something like that. And he moves, the way he moves, it doesn't seem like it. You know what I mean? And now, mind you, man, this is what I want everybody to be mindful of. These are college highlights. You know, Arcega-Whiteside looked good in his college highlights. So you never know what you're going to get. We're just looking for somebody that can be productive. Is Laviska Shenault Jr. worth the 21st pick and he can't run every route in the tree? I mean, that's a tough call for me, man. If I'm spending my first round pick on you as a wide receiver, you got to be able to run every route in the tree. Yeah, 6'2", 220. I was right about that. 56 receptions, 4 touchdowns last season. 4 touchdowns really ain't a lot, but it's the season before that he had 85 receptions, over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's a good college season. You know, I see the potential in this guy, man. The ability to break tackles, the ability to just he shows good hands. You know, it's up. See, this is the struggle with the you know, the responsibilities of the new wide receiver coach we hire. You got to be able to develop these type of guys. You got to be able. This is God-given talent that you see it on these highlights, but you have to be able to develop him. If he can't run every route in the route tree, you can't just expect to stick him back there in the wildcat and think that's going to work at the NFL level. He got to go somewhere to where he can be developed into the monster, and so his God-given talent could shine. You know, a lot of this stuff ain't going to fly in the NFL. They're not going to line him up at the wide receiver position and expect him to get, you know. He's gritty, he's tough, he just needs a little polishing. I like Van and I like Laviska. We just have to see what the Philadelphia Eagles do, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Who you think would be the better fit for the Philadelphia Eagles? This is Van versus Lavish, man. You already know how we... Yeah. Yo, I'm going to tell you why it's imperative. I'm going to just tell you why I believe it to be imperative. It's imperative that you hire a wide receiver coach as soon as possible. You got to do it as soon as possible. A lot of people think, a lot of people hitting me up, man, what's the rush? Why you want to rush so bad? I don't want to rush, but like I just said, man, at the end of, Van versus Laviska, if you do not bring in somebody who could bring out the best of Laviska, if you get Laviska. Now, every wide receiver has flaws. Every wide receiver coming out of college got flaws. I don't know no wide receiver that came out and was already at his full potential. I don't know one. You know what I mean? It's going to be flaws and knocks with all of these guys because some of these guys are small right now, so they're going to have to gain a little weight, gain a little muscle. They're going to put that NFL muscle on, and are they still going to be able to perform with that muscle? You have to find a wide receiver coach who can identify. So right now, you got your scouts out there. Y'all went to the Senior Bowl. Y'all did what? You don't have a wide receiver coach in place, so the scouts are just going off of God-given talent. Laviska Shenault, for instance, has God-given talent, but he can't run every route in the route tree. Are the scouts looking at stuff like that? I know wide receiver coaches look at things like footwork, look at things like, how good does he get out of his breaks? Look at things like controlling the body, getting out of his breaks. They look at head placement. They look at so much things, hand placement. They look at so many things that I just don't think scouts are able to touch on. So if you go into the thick of the combine without a wide receiver coach, then you risk going into the thick of the combine just hoping that Joe Schmo can see, he looked good at the combine. He got skills. Some of these guys probably don't even know how to break down tape is what I'm saying. Like, okay, Marquand Manuel, that was a really good move for us because now we have a defensive back coach who can identify a guy and say, that's a star. My advice to the Philadelphia Eagles, man, this is not even advice. This is what I would like the Philadelphia Eagles to do. You go out there and you get you a former wide receiver who was credible when he was a player, and you make him the wide receiver coach. You got to start making these phone calls and seeing what will it take to get like a guy like Chris Carter, Hines Ward. Why have we not contacted Hines Ward yet? What would it take to get some of these guys? I didn't hear about an interview from nobody that mattered yet as wide receivers coaches are concerned. And it's really, you got to worry about it. Listen, if you go in there and get Hines Ward, you got a better chance of getting Roby Anderson. Wasn't Hines Ward on the offensive staff for the Jets last year? Everybody's talking. Roby Anderson is even anticipating coming here. So if you go snatch up Hines, I think Hines Ward is the best pick for wide receiver coach. It's a no-brainer at this point. The guy helped develop Juju. The guy is around the league still. He ain't take no breaks off. I mean, you got it. It's imperative. I feel better about the defensive back selection in the draft if we pick one or we get one out of free agency. I feel better about these guys because you got a defensive back coach who's going to be able to put some input and look at guys who he know he can get the best out of. Us not having a wide receiver coach is us asking young guys to come into a messy situation. We got to have these things covered up now, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, though.